sort of market acceptability. And I'll read out one of the questions that we got earlier, which says, why should machines keep us alive in 50 years if their relationship to us would basically be the same as we have with flies? Okay, so I think what you're saying is, where's that relationship with the robot? Can we ever have that relationship? And possibly, is there a danger that they may take over? So let's pass that around. I don't know who would like to try and...
I spent a bit of time thinking about this, so I might as well pick it up. The point of singularity, the technological singularity, where we move to the state of artificial superintelligence, which is effectively where artificial intelligence is not just general, in so much as it can do what you and I do general tasks and understand general tasks, but it has what they call the intelligence explosion. So it reaches a level of effectively the intellectual capability of the entire planet. The question, why would they keep us alive if we're effectively flies to them, is one that there are a lot of people, Nick Bostrom, Elon Musk, people like that, even Stephen Hawking have commented on very recently and being quite concerned about that. And there's other people who are developing this stuff who say, this is nonsense, it's not going to work like that at all. So I think the jury's out. It's something that bothers me a little bit, because if you look back through history, the way we've treated any even same species that have been deemed to be of a lesser standard of us has not been very good. But we tend to anthropomorphize, we tend to project human qualities on things that are not human all the time, on our pets, on inanimate objects. Installing values is one of the things. There's this thing some call like MIRI, the Machine Institute, Machine Intelligence Research Institute. Bostrom's a big part of it. It's based out of Oxford University. What are the values that we should install into these systems to basically say that they don't kill us, or they don't deem us unnecessary? And I think the biggest challenge for a lot of things is there's a concept called the paperclip maximizer. Which is basically that if we set artificial intelligence onto the task of making paper clips, one of the things that it might seem is that actually the best way I can make paper clips is by utilizing carbon and bringing carbon together and to make the maximum number of paper clips. Hey, these things seem to be made of carbon. Maybe we can use them. So how do we stop them from actually utilizing effectively carbon-based systems in order to achieve again? So it's the acquisition of resources is one of the things that do worry people. The trouble with values is, whose values? ISIS, their values? Fundamental Christians in their values? Who decides what values are the values we want to program into the system, and how do we know that it might not decide its own set of values? Asmanov had 3 laws, and the first of which was that, a robot should not kill humans. We've already blown that one out of the water already. If you go to the Russian Secret Service bases, they've got autonomous killing machines with kill instructions on people who trespass. They don't have to ask for human instructions. In fact, if you look at the drone attacks that are taking place out in Afghanistan and places like that, the stress levels that are being placed on the people who are effectively, you have dehumanized war to the point that it's like an Xbox or a PlayStation game, but there's human casualties at the end of it. And they're now beginning to say, well, why have a human at the end of this? Because the level of artificial intelligence is getting to the point where let the machine make the kill instruction on its own, and that's a slippery slope. So there is a lot of very deep and very important questions that need to be asked. But at the same time, there are also some people who say, well, actually, this, will this intelligent explosion even happen? Will it continue? Unfortunately, if you look at the evidence, all evidence points to it that it is happening. If you look at the exponential nature that we're growing, if you look at quantum computing, we haven't even started that yet. So I think, how do we ensure that it doesn't kill us? The point of it is almost, why would it want to? I think the danger is non-nation states having access to this technology to do human things with it rather than the artificial intelligence itself. But it's definitely one of the things that a lot of people are pondering.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And that just about wraps up the panel. I'm afraid we're out of time, but we...